Objection, Judge. The defense attorney has not established that these medical records were kept in the ordinary course of business. You want to know what that means and why it's important for any medical malpractice case or wrongful death case or even accident case here in New York? Come join me for a moment as I share with you this great information. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. So now we're at trial. Let's say it's a medical malpractice trial. And the defense lawyer wants to introduce into evidence so that his doctor, so that other witnesses can now refer to those medical records in order to support the claim that the defense did nothing wrong here. And now, when he's trying to introduce these medical records into evidence, I notice that he did not do something that he was required to do. And what is that? He has to show that these medical records are kept in the ordinary course of business. And if he fails to do that, I have every legal right to jump up and object to when he tries to introduce these medical records into evidence. The defense attorney will say, "Your Honor, at this time I offer these medical records into evidence." And the judge will turn to me and say, "Mr. Oginski, do you have any objections?" Actually, yes, Judge, I do. The defense attorney has failed to establish that these medical records were kept in the ordinary course of business. Now, what does that really mean? In order to have these medical records introduced as being accurate and thorough and complete, so that now other witnesses can rely on that information, we need to make sure that they are, in fact, accurate and thorough and complete. So how do we do that? Well, the easiest way is to bring the doctor who wrote those notes in to testify, to say, "Listen, these are my notes, these are my complete records, I wrote these notes, these are the original records." That's the easiest way. But the reality is that we can't bring every doctor in who wrote every hospital record, who wrote every note. So what do we do instead? So now we try and get somebody from the office. Maybe it's an office manager, or maybe it's a record keeper who's now responsible for keeping track of all the records in the office. In that instance, we go through the same series of questions to establish, number one, that it's an accurate record. Number two, if it's photocopied, that it's an accurate photocopy of the original records. And number three, that it's a complete and thorough record of the original that is stored in the doctor's office. Now, there are instances where we cannot do that in a hospital setting. So what do we do instead? We then have to send a subpoena, which is a document that tells the medical record department at the hospital to send us certified copies of the original record. And during trial, one of the attorneys can now take that with the certification and say, "Your Honor, I offer these records into evidence." And in all likelihood, the judge will allow those medical records to come into evidence because now they've been certified as being accurate and thorough and complete. So why do I share this quick information with you? I share this with you because this comes up in almost every single trial where an injured victim is seeking compensation for all their injuries and harms and losses that they suffered. And now we rely on medical records to show to the jury and to have doctors testify about what's contained in those records so the jury can understand exactly what their injuries are and how it's affected them. You know, I understand you're watching this video because you have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need answers, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I can answer your legal questions. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a wonderful day.